G'day History Gamers, it's Greg here from historygamer.com or for historygamer.com, you know who I am. Anyway, Game 5, turn, fall 1901. I have all the orders in. It's a bit early, but since they're all in, I thought I'd go ahead. There is, however, a couple of things I need to look quickly at the orders. And now I'll let you know, I decided after the length of the last one that I would look at the orders ahead of time. And hopefully that would help me to be a bit quicker so you didn't have to last through quite as long a video to see what happened. If you'd rather me see being surprised, then fine, please let me know in the comments. But the game, my role is mainly to support you, so it's more important that I get it right, I figured. So here we have the orders. Now the first important thing to note is that two people, Sandafilius and Eddie Zucchini, have put in two lots of orders. Now normally the policy that Steve instituted that I'm sticking to is first order is the one that's accepted, second order is ignored, so that we don't get any, oh I thought of something correct at last minute. When you put it in, that's it. However, in this case we have two situations that are slightly negates that. Firstly, Sanders' orders are identical, slightly different capitalization, that's it, and he says don't know if I already sent the moves, if so they're the same anyway. So in his case it doesn't matter, that's fine. Now in Eddie Zucchini's case we have two quite different orders. However, his first order has the tag Spring 1901, and if we hop back up to his Spring 1901 order, it is identical to this one. So somehow or other he's resent his last turn order, realized his mistake or something, and within a minute sent his new order. So I'm quite clear that this is the new order with full 1901. So in this case with him I will take that second order. Right, so let's get to it. First up we have Theodore, who is playing Austria, and makes the comment, the familiar feeling of getting squeezed. I love this feeling. Not. Okay, right, Theodore, what have you done when you're feeling squeezed? Let's have a look. Army Vienna to Budapest, Army Trieste hold, Army Serbia hold. Right, well, that's easy enough. Let's zoom ourselves in a bit to get started. So Army Vienna move to Budapest, Army Trieste hold, and Army Serbia hold. So that kind of looks, he wanted that reinforced, but is he trusting Russia here but not there? I'm not sure how that worked out, but that's what he's done. Vienna to Budapest, Trieste hold, Serbia hold. Alright, so that gives him at this point 4 supply centers, and his score will still be 3, of course. So I will just update his score. 3. Right. Next is Sandafilius with his double order. Yes, but his correct order. Sander is playing England. Yes, so here we have Fleet RSC to Mid-Atlantic Ocean, Fleet North support channel to Belgium, Fleet channel to Belgium. Okay, the fleets are on the move. So the first one, I'll move over to more of the English area there. There we go. Fleet RSC wishes to move into the Mid-Atlantic Ocean. Okay, doesn't look like it's going to work at the moment. Just keep that in mind. Fleet English Channel. Now let me get it the right way around. North Sea supports channel to Belgium. Okay, so this one is supporting a move by this one into Belgium, which at the moment looks like it works, because that will be 2 against 1. So we'll just move this over this way, because if it works we'll have to get a retreat order to sort out what's happening there, but that's where we are at the moment. And so that will give him 4 supply centers, and he has his 3. putting in the 3 for England. Next up is A1 Bomar. A1 Bomar is playing Germany. And his orders are Army Holland, support Belgium. Aha. Army Munich hold, Army Denmark hold. Right. Okay. Everyone trying to be friends while also trying to win. Yes, that's right. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, sounds like diplomacy, doesn't it? Army Holland support Belgium, Army Munich hold, Army Denmark hold. So, Army Holland supports Belgium, which means that England fails to get in there. Let's click somewhere else. So that's back to the English channel for England, and France holds on to Belgium because it's even Stevens, nothing happens. Denmark holds and Munich holds. So at the moment, as things stand, we have 5 supply centers for Germany for building the next turn, and their current 3. England is still on its 3. And France, well, we'll have to look at more at France in a minute. So let's put Germany's army numbers in, which are 3. Next is Diplostrats. Diplostrats is playing Russia. Mighty Russia. Right, we have Army Galicia to Bohemia, Army Ukraine to Galicia, Army Romania supports Greece to Serbia, and Army Norway Sweden. Okay, let's do the first 2. Galicia to Bohemia, Ukraine to Galicia. Oh, there was one other thing I wanted to mention, which was with A1 Bomar's order here. He says Army Holland support Belgium, but it's actually a fleet. I'm going to allow that. Technically, it's a misorder, but that's close enough that I'm allowing it. But please try to get your armies and your fleets clear in your orders. Okay, going back, we have Army Galicia Bohemia, Army Ukraine Galicia. That's not what I want. This is what I want. There we go. Galicia to Bohemia and Ukraine to Galicia. Moving in there to Austria and threatening Germany, but no more supply centers from those 2. In a second. Romania supports Greece to Serbia. This one is supporting Greece getting into Serbia. Okay, presumably there is an attack there and we've got some diplomacy going on there. Let's see what the other order is. Army Norway to Sweden. Okay, so perhaps because he expected an attack from England. I don't know why he did that, actually, to be honest. Maybe, no idea. Anyway, according to the rules, the supply centers are those ones occupied at the end of the full turn. So Norway is no longer occupied. Sweden is now occupied, which will give Russia 5. No, 6. Sorry, Serbia as well. Yes, as things stand at the moment, they will have 6 supply centers and they still have their 4 armies. Next up is Christian Congre, who is Italy. Yes, so let's see. We've got a hint there from Russia's that there's some diplomacy going on there. Army Bulgaria to Serbia, Army Greece support Army Bulgaria to Serbia, and Fleet Aegean to Ionian. Now this actually does present another interesting slight quandary here. So he has Army Bulgaria to Serbia, Army Greece support Bulgaria to Serbia. Fine. Now Russia's order was supporting the Greece army into Serbia. Okay, now so in a sense that's an invalid order too. because it wasn't the Greece army that moved. It was the Bulgarian one. But it's supporting where you're attacking, which is the important point. So I think I decided I was going to allow it, but it's really getting close. But in the end, it doesn't matter anyway, because Serbia has no support. Serbia has no support at all, and it only has one retreat option, Albania. There is nowhere else to retreat to, because both of these two are occupied. These are occupied, and it cannot retreat to Bulgaria, where the army that is attacking it came from. So that's my ruling. This army is defeated 2-1, retreats to Albania. Because there's only one option, I am not asking for a retreat order. Now, if who are we talking about with Austria? Theodore, isn't it? Yeah, that's right. Theodore, if you decide for some reason that you'd rather disband that army, can't imagine why, since armies are points, but if you would, or you might, because you might want to build here and that'd be a better option. I don't know. It's up to you. Please let me know before our cutoff for the build, because I'm going to assume this. I think that's the way I'm going to play it. Anyway, as far as Italy is concerned, Turkey is concerned, it is. Bulgaria gets into Serbia. But that does also mean that they have abandoned this supply center and will not count for their number of supply centers occupied at the moment. So they will have... Oh, I haven't finished their move. Haha, let's finish their move. Their last move is Fleet Aegean moves to the Ionian Sea. Fleet Aegean moves to the Ionian Sea. Oh, no, there is an Italian fleet there. So at the moment that doesn't work. But we shall see. We shall see. So that gives them their 3, 4, 5. 5 supply centers currently for Turkey with their 3. Oh, that's the wrong one. Yes, I'm going over here. This is Turkey. Yeah, Christian Conrad, Turkey. I don't know why I left it up there. I was thinking Italy for some silly reason. I was probably saying Italy, and you're probably yelling at the screen, "That's Turkey, you turkey!" Okay, accepted. I was a turkey. Right. So Turkey has the 3. Okay. Yes, we're all clear on that. Okay. I will come back. Okay. Now, next up is, that was Christian Conroy. Now we have John McGuinness, who's France, with Army Marseille hold. Fleet Mid-Atlantic moves to Brest. And Army Belgium support Army Holland hold. Aha, yes, okay. So up here, that last one was about Belgium supporting Holland in case England attacked them there, I guess. So that makes perfect sense. They had a mutual defense treaty. So nothing happens with that. Marseille holds, and this fleet moves into Brest, I guess in case England attacked them, which means that the English fleet was free to move down into the mid-Atlantic Ocean. There you go. So that move worked. Which is going to be interesting for France's next move, because they can't go back out to the Mid-Atlantic Ocean unless England moves again. Interesting. Anyway, it doesn't actually change the overall situation, but that's how we're at. So that would leave France with 4 supply centers and 3 armies. Which just leaves us with Eddie Zucchini and Italy. And ignoring that first one, which was actually last turn's order, we have Army Piedmont to Marseilles, Fleet Ionian Sea to Tunis, and Army Venice to Trieste. Okay. Scroll down a bit. So we had Army Piedmont to Marseilles. Marseille's hot is a single, so it's 1-on-1. It fails, and we simply stay where we are. No effect there. Fleet Ionian Sea moved to Tunis. Yes, that works fine and captures that supply center with no problem. It also means that Turkey has no problem moving into the Ionian Sea because Italy has moved out of it to capture Tunis. The other one was Venice to Trieste. Now let's just make sure. Venice to Trieste, yes. So maybe they were thinking that Austria would move out of there, and if they didn't matter, and they're right, didn't matter. So they just bounce out of that, and there's no change there at all. So that leaves Italy. Well, Italy gains 1 to have 4 supply centers, and they're 3 units. And that's where we are at the end of those moves. So I'm just going to quickly go around all the countries. We'll do it zoomed out so we can see the whole board. Oh, one more. That's it. Cross a little bit. Okay, so turning around from the far northwest, England still has 3 supply centers and their 3 fleets. Russia has 4, 5, 6 supply centers. They cannot count Norway as they abandoned it. So they have 6 supply centers and 4 units. Germany has 5 supply centers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 supply centers and 3. France has 4 supply centers and 3 units. Austria definitely feeling squeezed, but still lost that 4th supply center, but managed to hold on to that one which is still theirs in their territory, and therefore they keep it. So that is 3 supply centers and 3 armies for Austria. Turkey left Bulgaria clear, but still has these 2 additional supply centers, meaning that they have 3, 4, 5 supply centers and their 3 units. And Italy captured Tunis, and so they have 4 supply centers and their 3. That's the status of the game. Our next turn is what we've been calling the Winter 1901 turn, or the build turn. So I need the build orders in by 5 AM GMT 15th November. If the rest of you players, particularly Turkey I would say, and possibly Russia and Italy, want to wait a little while just to see if Theodore wishes to post in the players lounge, please, so that's quick and easy, and we'll all see it, if you wish to disband this unit instead of it retreating to Albania. I'd like you to reply within the next few hours, very quickly. If you see, hopefully you'll see this soon and be able to reply. I'm not sure what time basis you're on. Your order was submitted there. Okay, we might have an order in a few hours then, or we might not. We will have to wait and see. If not, anyway, yes. All right, everyone can go ahead as normal. If Theodore submits a disband order, I will let everyone, well, everyone will know because I'll see it in the players lounge, and I will allow a reposting of any orders posted before that point, particularly for Russia, Turkey and Italy. I don't see that it's going to make a big difference to Germany and France and England, but it might because of diplomacy and stuff. So that's where we're standing. I'm assuming it's like this. If I get a different order from Theodore from Austria that this is disbanding, I will allow additional orders, and we may have to delay a day. I will let you know if that's the case, but I doubt that well, let's see how it plays out. Let's hope that we can get through. That's it. Slightly confusing thing there. I hope everyone's agreed with me about Norway not counting and Bulgaria not counting by the letter of the rules. But if you wish to dispute that, then please add that in discussion in the Players Lounge and in the comments below. And other than that, I'll see you later. Bye.